Good morning, kindergarten. It is Mrs. Merritt. Today we're going to do Module 4, Lesson 32. And our objective today is a really, really big one. Some really big words, but we can do it. I know we can. Our objective is I can solve take from equations using numbers up to 10. So equations are those number sentences. And since it says take from, we're going to be taking away. So basically, that is the big vocabulary way of saying that we are going to write some subtraction problems and figure out what is left all the way with zeros or numbers 0 through 10. All right, so before we begin, I am so excited to begin. But before we begin, you will need something to write with and something to write on. Go ahead and pause me, grab that, and come on back. All right, so we are going to get right into it. And we've been doing a lot with number bonds. So we're going to start with number bonds and work our way up to those equations or those subtraction number sentences, okay? It says, let's pretend you have a family of 9 bears. One bear, we're going to pretend this bear, is really hungry and wants to go to the honey tree. So we're going to take one bear and scoot him away because he wants to go to the honey tree. He's really hungry. How many bears are left? Let's make a number bond about our story. And so let's think. We have a family of 9 bears. Is that a part or a whole? Very good. It's just our whole. Not just our whole. It is our whole. I'm sorry. So we have 9 bears. How many got hungry and walked away? Went into the forest. This one over here. So one is a part. And then how many are in our other part? Well, we have this great picture we can use to help us. Let's use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. Now, it's on the next slide, so I'm going to go to the next slide. It's the same problem, okay? They had 9 bears. One went to the forest, and they have 8 left that are still at home. And I can see that because I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I see that they have 8 as a part and 1 as a part and 9 as a whole, which is what we said before. We need to now write a number sentence. Now when we're subtracting, because one bear went away, so we know we're subtracting and taking away, and that's part of our objective. To write our equation or our number sentence, we're going to do whole minus how many bears walked away equal how many bears are left at home, which is also whole minus part equals part. But it's important that you figure out what part you need to take away. So in this case, we're taking away how many bears walked away. So watch. We had 9. So 9 minus how many bears walked away? 1. Very good. Equals how many bears are left at home, or our other part, which is 8. So that's a little bit of a preview of what we're going to do today. We're still going to work with these bears, and we're still going to just take a different amount away, but we're going to create some number sentences. We're not really going to focus on the number bonds so much. They can help us, but we're going to focus more on number sentences today. So get whatever you have to write with and whatever you have to write on ready, and we will begin. All right, so here we go. Now this time we're going to pretend 2 bears are hungry and they're going to head to the forest. So we're going to make them head to the forest. They're going to walk over here. I want you to pause me, and I want you to fill in that number bond really quick. We've been doing number bonds for a little while now. So go ahead and fill in the number bonds, and then we'll work together through the number sentence. All right. So we still have our 9 bears, which is our whole. And then we have 2 that walked into the forest because they were hungry. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are left at home. Okay, now I don't want to spend too much time on number bonds because we've done a lot with number bonds lately, but I do want to say your number bond can really help you make your number sentence. So if you're having trouble with number bonds, it may be good to go back and ask me for some help. If you need help with number bonds, that's totally fine. But they really are going to help you make those number sentences, okay? So our number sentence or our equation is our whole minus our part equals our other part. So our whole is what? 9. Very good. Minus these bears that walked away, which is 2. Now I'm going to stop right there. What I like to do is if I am writing a number bond, I like to go over here and check off the parts as I use them. So 9 is my whole. I use 2, and that leaves me with what? 7. Very good. And I'll check that off. So I know I used everything in that number bond. And then I can check my work. So we had 9, we took away 2, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it was really important our number bond was right to create our number sentence. But if you're not using your number bond to create your sentence, that's okay too. You can use this picture right here. Let's go on and do another one. Oh my goodness. Now 4 bears got hungry and walked in the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 bears got hungry and they walked in the woods. Go ahead and fill out that number bond for me, please. Let's see. Yep, we had 9. How many walked in the woods? 4, and they're right down here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Now, here is a challenge. I want to see if you can work on that number sentence alone. So pause me, come back, and we will go over the number sentence. All right, so we have our number sentence, and it's going to be whole minus part equals part. So our whole, I can look at my number bond or count my bears and see that it's 9. I'm going to check off the 9. Minus how many bears walked in the woods? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 is right there. Perfect. 9 minus 4 equals, and it should be 5, but I want to count these bears up here just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I use all my parts in my number bond? I sure did. Does my number sentence or equation match my picture? It sure does. Okay, you can also use your hands to check your work. You can hold up 9 fingers, put down 4, and then count. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I love seeing that you guys are checking your work. It's really, really great to see. It's really important, okay? We're going to do one more. Oh my goodness. So 7 bears left this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, that's a lot. I want you to pause me completely and write your number bond and number sentence. Go ahead. All right, so remember, when you're writing your number sentence, you're going to want to remember that it's whole minus how many bears walked away, so your one part, equals how many bears are left at home, which is your other part. Let's see what we've got. We had 9 as our whole, right? If you count all these bears, it equals 9. My story told me 7 bears walked away, and I have 2 bears left at home. Now let's see if I can write my number sentence. Okay, whole, which I look over here if I need help, or I can count my bears. I have 9. 9 minus 7 bears walked away. There's 7 bears here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7's the other part in my number bond. Oops, I made a mistake. Look I forgot to check it off. Thank you for helping me. Equals how many bears are left at home. So our whole minus our part equals our other part. What number should it be? 2. And there's 1, 2 bears up there. And I'll check it off. Did I use all the components of my number bond? I sure did. Now let's check on our fingers if our number sentence makes sense. So put up 9 fingers, please. And let's take down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I took away 7 because 7 bears went to the woods. How many do you have left? Fingers do you have left? 2. Very good. I know this is such a tricky lesson, but you guys really did a great job. I know these lessons are shorter than our math lessons at school, so it may take a few extra lessons for things to click in our brains, and that is okay. Keep sending your work. I love to see it. You're doing an amazing job, and I will see you on Friday. Have a great day, kindergarten. I miss you, and I love you very much.